Good morning. Ew, did I move or did the camera move? Well, we were doing Stepmania last. Or whatever it is, wherever you are. Alright, so we've got all this stuff built. I should do a quick check to make sure it actually works with all the updates. Oh, yeah. Because we put it in the directory. Uh-oh. Listening for connection. I shouldn't have had anything that affected this. So we've got log. Oop. Which has a lot of previous stuff in it. Moving stale recording, because I used my previous... Well, I did do this by copying my sort of production main game folder up here, which is unusual. But I'm usually able to take the compiled program, move it into here, so it's fine. And this might actually have the log. Let's clear out the junk here. Yes, sir, can I escape? No. Name. Let's clear out the logs. Let's clear out the logs. Deal with dimensions. Removed one stale recording. Stand error, none. Finish loading ground sprites. Well, I could try preparing a new folder the way I usually prepare it. But I'm just kind of confused. Well, I did copy over settings. But I've never had this issue before. Let's try last week's version, which will tell me it's out of date. Ew. So is this actually an issue with the server? Alright, let's end that. Let me see if I can find that run command. Server. Shoot, are these? Are these? They've got images and they've got containers. Running container. Backer image list. Let's try whole server 193, 194. Docker run whole server. It's 193. Was it 194? Yes. Okay. So that's running. So this is last week's server and last week's program. Am I on network here? Ping works. What the heck is going on? Ooh. I guess because I had took it down last night? Alright. Hostname. IP config. Too much data. 16. I guess I'd have to like reboot my router or something to get the named update. Or last time you... Maybe I could just have you look it up. No. But that didn't do a name lookup. That is bizarre. Wait. What did that say? Yeah, just name Babu. For some reason, I switched my server back. Because we think that would have been it. And this is why we check things before we change stuff. Okay, so whatever this poor object. There must be some conversion script he has to run every time he updates the data. Or it's still like some intermediate object that is never properly cleaned up by the database. Anyway, we've got this to actually run again. So, I want to look at my patch stack. So one of the things I was noticing last week is that I was trying to do some of this stuff. But it seemed like there was some hitching, but that was also the first week of big servers, so it's kind of hard to say if is that just more people, is that more stuff? So I think for the purposes of debugging that, I want to see if we can get debugging info below this, and then use that little bug location thing to flag when we do these updates to the current player, because of any kind of position reset could cause a visible hitch. And then if we are still seeing things on the full server, I should have an easier time popping these off to see if we can clear that. So stg help sync patch below target patch. -t fix over cannot sync since it is L. Okay. Yep. Which one are we on? Okay, it's only at the final position. That is the... oh, there's multiples. How about... Okay, current patched. We are on debugging info. Okay. I just missed that. So I think the problem here is that this is a pure printf from debugging info, and this is the actual cleanup from one of the other patches, which is not currently applied. Okay, clear an existing patch, print message, and then there's patched again. I keep missing that. So this is the same thing. We have the fix-up, and we have... No, we're on debugging info, so we need to remove the patch at this point. Right, because that used to be in the patch. Clear an existing path because that used to be in the patch. Because it's applied on top of that. Now that means the debugging info is going to end up being in the other patch, but... Git add game source livinglife.cpp. Alright, so now we're debugging info's down here, so now we want to... Okay, so apply over truncation. I have to remember where the heck that is. This is this singular, fix up singular path. So we've already got this in printf. I would like to see this in bug location message, and this is just set up for static strings. Oh, it is a live object. R live RID. Get our live object. Let me guess. That's a living life page thing. And fix up singular path. I just made a regular old function because it just had an object. So we actually need to do this up here where we are hopefully are in that context. Does this bit of code already have some sort of RID? Existing ID not equal to RID. In our object. No, oh, RID is a global variable. Okay. If in object ID equals RID, what is it? Set shift width equals 4. Bug location message equals what? What? Did I not find the declaration for this? I'd swear I found the declaration for this. That's just the wrong object, though. Ah, yeah. He always does that. Whereas other things I'm used to do not capitalize everything. Let me guess, 1880. $14. But that's okay, we'll just do it back where we call it. Well, we call it twice. Now we can, because of this, get to possibly distinguish two cases here. Okay, so this is a from path truncation. And this is something else where he's fixing up the path. Start on old path. This is this something where I've already got a debug printer here? No, not directly. What are we doing here? Player move. Alright, so that should take care of everywhere we do that. And so if we end up fixing up a player action that needs fixing, we'll have something for that. And I'm not sure. It's like something with some sort of truncation. I'm not sure actually how to cause a truncation to move like that. But we want to be able to catch these things in the wild. So, for now, we're on debugging, so we actually want both of these now. Oh, that means you lost me my bracket. Go away, I'm still working on it. Because that was able to get merged. Alright, so that is that update. And this performed these two things. So we should actually still have this little fragment in here. And did I have... I saw one of them had a thing. If existing ID equals RID. So clear an existing path. One of these was his. So actually, yes, there. Nope. Baby dropped. Listing ID. Clear an existing path. I think this was his original one. Alright, we don't really expect to see any of these. Or at least not easily. It's like, if I do any of that extra stuff, I want to know about it. Oh gosh, I'm actually getting... That was me interrupting an auto run. Either by clicking or by catching my cursor. And that left me in an actual, unfixed position. Des does not equal to cur. I'd seen that pop up on occasion, but I never actually saw anything stick like that. So STG refresh. Git add, game source, living life. Current speed equals 0. Positions do not match. This is from a player message. Do I have a log from that session? Nope, there is. Wait, that was the first pause message? Reached destination in error, showing mismatch. So, the player move... might just be reporting what was already existing. Click dest. Are those pixels or screen grid? Click dest. What? We clicked at 5634. That's 2029. We're at 60 negative 35? Maybe that's like a map offset? And then we told server we're moving to 60 negative 35? Is that 60 frames a second? Move sequence number 2 for the first move. Oh, position we think we're currently at. Player wants to take some allowed past search radius. Use, drop, and remove are ignored while a move is in progress. -1, -2, -3, -4. 1. So it thinks we're at 6035. We clicked on -34. That appears to be the last thing. Oh, I've forgotten where my coordinates were. Well, it would have to be here. You're at 6035. We click on here. We send a move to the server. We fixed speed to something rather small. And then we got back a move message. Shouldn't a player move have dest not equal to cur? When a player move... Oh, if current speed equals 0... Fixed speed. Okay, that's every time that we do a speed update. What the heck happened here? Player update. We received a player move from 5734. $58.34. Got back the move. Clicked at 67. So we're at 59.34. We click at 62.35. Curve 58.34. Move from 58.34 to here. We're told to move from 57.34 to here. And we say move to 61.35. Currently at 62.35. Wait, click test 60.35. Oh, move from 61.35 to -1. Player update telling me I'm at 60.35. So the red dust is there. I don't remember what MX is. Map update? Could be like milkweed or something. When we click again at 56, that gets our Y difference. Player update 56.34. Yeah, this must be like milkweed cycling or something. Reached destination in error. Oh yeah, that's we updated our speed to very, very small. Reached dust very early. And our show destination path got left up. If we did this, it should have done that. Maybe I reactivated it somehow. We also saw it in player move. Well, player move test not equal to cur. Oh, this is if speed equals 0. Oh, let's jump around if we must. Current speed, current grid speed, current pause, but this should set these equal to each other. And that's what we are comparing. So we reach destination, set speed equal to 0. Where is update move speed? 14,670. That could perhaps get down there. Yeah. If using old path step. Correct move speed. He took that out. Otherwise, it happens. This is on click, I think. So we only update move speed? Oh, we specifically don't do that for our object. So our object only updates move speed based on pointer clicks. Hmm. Okay, so we clicked, found a path, sent message to server, updated our speed to very, very small. From our current position, move here. And then we reached our destination. Hmm? This does not. Oh. I know it defers messages. Does that actually update our path, or do we wait for the server to respond? Send to server socket. Start is absolute. Is this directly in click? This feels big enough to be pointer down. Okay, so pointer down can directly send the move. Our live object path length. Path to dest. So it is setting its path and then sending its path to the server. So this is the path we found. We set our speed. And then we reach destination in error. End pause, current pause. I know that it was 35, 34. I did not take any look at where the X was. So at this time, it said what does it send current position or does it send start position is path to dest 0? All right, I'm going to take a short break and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Game of 1080 snowboarding.
Just try to slide while you enter, and then don't stop.
There we go.
Don't stop. Just keep going. Just keep it going. Oh, oh, going. Oh, oh. Just keep going. Keep going. Go, 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 go.
You didn't intend this as a game of snowboarding. It seems to want to work that way.
Amazing.
You're gonna.
That's so much fun every time. Ooh.
Rip. No, he didn't get XP. He did, but not much. Because he didn't kill it. Then let's kill this thing.
Okay, I'm back. I got some food though, so I'm gonna be playing while I eat. If anybody died while I was gone, I'm gonna load it. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself for now.
Oh, that sounds so much better on this computer too. Boy. I stole that from Porthos. I didn't make anybody jump through any hoops or anything like that for it, but I did steal it.
Run.
Base dug out. Let's build that other set. Meal lice. Or meal wood. As far as it goes, putting doors down everywhere, that's a little bit of overkill. I probably don't even need to do that, but I just like it. One advantage to it is
No, I didn't know it was that low. No. Oh. I could have sworn I should have had a few more seconds. That I want a ref to review video.
Welcome back. Alright, we've got ourselves a mystery here. This must have been some debugging thing he was doing. So when you click, it immediately sends a message and throws it onto the network. So we clicked here, and we're there. We sent that move. We got a curiously small speed out of that, but I guess I don't know what the units are. Well, no, that's... that... Okay, so that's a pretty typical speed, actually. I just refilled the water, thanks. We reached destination, there were no pending messages. But it was very, very early. I feel like there may have been, I know... It looked like I was auto-running at the time. Actually, I'm wondering if this is reproducible. So I want that copy. Yeah, so just like trying to do the kinds of things that would set it off. And that would likely cause some sort of conflict. Okay, so it was auto-running. Okay, it is reproducible. So it was auto-running, I clicked near myself. We stopped at -35. Destination is... that seems reasonable. That would be like the 5660. So why did we say we reached our dest? Was that an auto click? Auto run click happening at the same time? Ish? This possibly was an auto run? What is click dest? In the context of printing something. It's very common, for one. Where the heck are you? This is looking like a pointer click? Yeah, pointer down. This is probably going to hit anytime it gets this far. Oh, Kurux Kurwai is our current destination, not our current actual location. So I was near to catching my cursor there. And I know that's one of the things that can stop an auto run at least. That executes the auto run. That's that stop on reached dest. It's auto run activation. That's deactivation. What is the thing where you catch your cursor? And very close to their character. Greater than 1, less than 4. Use waypoint. World mouse. I know right, there was something where if you catch your cursor, it stops moving. Okay, that's 301. I just want to put that somewhere, so we'll make sure we have it. So even if I'm auto-running, I guess I have to catch this point. If there's nowhere to go, it just stops. It almost seemed like it was doing that. Or, no, it had thrown it way out there, and then I had clicked to stop. This does not, unfortunately, record. Well, I could play back the game with alternate debug output, maybe. So we know whether clickdest is a so there's a flag that I use in autorun. Force ground click. Where force ground force ground click appears to be Boolean. Now, this is sort of autorun, sort of debugging. I can probably leave it loose for now. I don't know if there's a Boolean print. Force ground click. So now we pop this back in playback game. I mean, at least it wasn't like an entire life. We did do a lot of running around beforehand, though. And there it is. So the immediate preceding click was a forced click. Yeah, we didn't do a lot of auto running, really. Yeah, then we start doing some auto run. So this was an auto run click. We send that. We reach destination. We had not gotten the player message confirmation from the server. But this is sending our path length. Our path and our path. End pause, current pause. Current speed. Well, we just set current speed. It was early. So how do we set our path? That far out. And then reach our destination. I guess I need to do some other printf here. Reach destination in error. So, well, current pause was already erased at that point. Wait. Okay, well, yeah, this is a block of code I was copying around. So the current speed equals 0 is not actually terribly useful here. Current pause equals end pause. But we need to capture that before so player number is actually not relevant. Maybe we'll do more multi-stuff later. %D and cur %D. Actually, cur is floating, isn't it? Actually, they're both positions. Which means that you're going to be that as well. Oh, current pos dot x. Oh, current pos dot y. Npos dot x, npos dot y. Because I want to know whether you think your end position has changed to this, or your current position has changed to this. I guess the current speed is relevant here too, huh? So we know what we think we set it to. Pardon? There we go. Oh, you know what I should do? I should see if there's anything weird in the server. Okay, no timestamps. Oh, I added more pause things. It's not as easy to pick out now. So I see that message, and then the next thing is move is done at 56, -34. No timestamps on those. Say 60, -35, and some fraction. Huh? We sent message to server based on our path object. And then our end position is our current position? That's a road. Check for auto walk on road. speed too great, overshooting next step. But that's step +1. This does require a path to dest. Or it's not going to run this code. How does it do this? What's more, it stopped. And there was still, oh, that move path could have been there because the player move came in afterwards. But we'd already set our speed to 0 because we stopped. Is this a new bug? We sent our move. We stopped for reasons I still don't understand. Then we get the player move back from the server. It says start here and go there, and we get this. We get a player update that we should be over here. But we're not over there. How you do this? How you... Well, wait, end pause is only the next step. So how... Clearly I'm missing something here that filters out whether we're on the last step or not. No, it's not that. Seems like that might encompass it, but where the heck are we? Current path step less than path length minus 2. Current pause equals add new anim. Pass step this factor, then we advance our step, num frames on current step. And we think that that's going to skip over reach destination early. So something happened to our path between here and here. Well, between here and here. How about total path length? Because we know this was total path length. Oh. No, this is just current path step. Wait, am I going up or down? Speed 2, great, overshooting next step. I'm just about going to have to log every step here. How about... Okay, that will be unique. All right, so... Path, initial. Path overshoot. This can advance current path step. But then we're done. This does something to it. Road. And then we're here. So we might actually be missing something that does it, but if we see an immediate jump, then we know our path is being messed up somewhere. And that becomes the hunt. Oh, it was a direction reversal too. All right, so down here is where we have the errors. So coming up from here, Exact same position, slightly faster speed. Wait, what? We were going towards that. It's checking for distance less than speed. Our speed got smaller, which would make that tighter. Wait. This is initial. It issued... Oh, is the auto run clicks happening in here? But we'd go through road if it was that one. Oh, this happens in move update. So that can change our path. While we're doing pathing. Wait. But that encompasses this stuff. You might need to return. Because we're now pathing to a different... Well, or we just have to update our... Well, I don't want to recurse necessarily. That could get nasty. We could go back to our initial condition. Is there anything... So we've done that. This is an else. I guess I'd be a little bit concerned about overshooting if you don't do this check. But this end pause is just not valid anymore. Auto click. Now you see here they do it. Well... Oh, but then we set end pause to what we updated it to. What is this else for? So that's specifically that fake click. I don't suppose... Oh, they're floats, so okay. So whenever we do a fake click, we have to do a fix-up. Oh, fake click. Or we should just abort here because we've changed our path. I kind of wonder if a return wouldn't make sense from this. Well, there are more conditions here that say whether we do something or not. You'd almost have to do this and do a return. Now this will desync the replay. Probably. I should check for more fake pointer downs in the middle of pathfinding. Continue of road, but this is where we picked up that, oh, hey, maybe we should reset our end pause. Okay, I think that's it. So this is... This applies both to my auto run and sort of to a base game patch, which makes it a little bit awkward. Oh no, I just added conditions, so that would still be the base game code for the most part. So the patch would be on top of that for now, and then I'd have to move it down. Oh, yep, so now we're going to... we might desync here. This is where I was waiting, looking at it. Yeah, but this is only a bug affecting local character. It might explain some of the jump backs you see occasionally. Yep, connection lost. We desynced. Alright, get diff. So all this path stuff was... oh, there were a few things in here. And we have the blank line above it. And just the thing itself. And we've got R, HU, blank line below it. We were updating this stuff. Oh, well, I was looking at that. With the force flag. So that is just that fix-up. And the spacing difference here bothers me slightly. So this is a auto click near destination. What is this the alternate to? Oh, when the auto click happens within stopping distance. All right, so STG new. Fix for automatic. How to describe this? Clicks happening just before stopping movement. Fix path update during move. All right, so that will be another one. All right, so the path on position reset is one. Is the one I'm least sure about. It was just sort of paranoia. So sync. I think this defaults to going by one. Oh, I have to, okay, put stuff into it. No, it put it all the way down. Well, at least there's not a lot of conflicts there. Would have stunk if there were. Fix path, help, sync, target. And I would have seen this problem more because I'm using autorun a lot, although it could be anybody who was doing the hold thing. Okay, so that takes care of patching the patches. We'll have to test those and then peel things off. I'm actually wondering if that becomes the one I'm most confident in. And least concerned about that causing, like, performance hiccups. I'm kind of trying to put it, if I do a pull request, so you could kind of only take the first couple if that's what he needs. So that was my original fix for all of the inversions, but this is where we actually got a test case that we can just sit and look at. I used to be focusing on other players. Okay, so we've got path update during move, and then if I feel like I have weird performance issues, I will peel these off and see if they seem to be causing the problem. Alright, I was expecting to add a couple little extra debug things and then have a lot more time to move on. So with, you know, maybe around an hour, this is a hard problem. This is a hard problem. We could think about it. Auto updates are a nasty problem. Naming is going to be annoying, but we know OBS does it, so it's possible. And since I copied my other thing, I've already got the first name, last names handy. That would be more of building on top of Curse Assist, though. But unless I'm forgetting something, that's sort of our next project. So we can pick up a few hints from OBS. And this program does not like the dark scheme. That was for the version stuff. Oh, you know what? There have been other program up. Actually, I would need to take this back to no patches applied for one. And there's been program updates. I would probably need to update the other one as well. STG. It's better. Git checkout. That might help a little bit. There's going to be a lot of... Okay, so name mod. Names and length. So I guess he does have them somewhat tagged here. Mostly. Age, width. Lots of scale. And we're kind of in the drawing section right now. Age, current age. All right, so here is Oh, so he just does that. Random first name. Random last name. And wasn't there... There was the other version of this, where it is by letter. Oh, and probably he has find random name. Emote. Did I miss the letter thing? Oh, with character. Okay. So is it only with letters? I thought there was a... Oh, maybe he took off the letter thing. And just made it shift space. Get random index, find random name. Is in string a string starts with in list len. And then living life page has find random. What does it do that needs that? That needs page data. Difference not found. Okay, so he put most of his like extra stuff at the end to prevent conflicts, which probably was kind of a good idea. Oh, these are all the okay, so the panels and things I could see needing extensions. This I don't necessarily know. Rand source, get random bounded int. Out index. Less than limit. So apparently there can be blank lines in the file. In name list. All right, in name list is an array of char pointers. I might need to look at where he's loading the files. Actually, which I didn't see that. Offsite. I probably just kind of skipped over it. First names. Oh, that was in game. Oh, those work, Stern. 1 of 5. Init names, free names. I guess that reduces it down to single line edit elsewhere. Rename file. Sterling contents. Oh. It's not an array of strings. It's a buffer. He's picking random characters. I mean, I guess for a big file, that's kind of memory inefficient, that you don't necessarily have to have pointers to the start of every name. Although it does seem like it would favor larger names. Okay, so then how does random first name with a prefix get random index. String starts with so he just keeps picking names until he finds one that starts with that string. Hmm. I mean, you'll probably land in the right letter sooner or later. I guess 26 letters, I know they're not evenly distributed. It's not a terrible search time necessarily. What does... I think we're done with you. What does... 'cause I know server can fix up names. Oh, I guess we're thinking about... thinking about random naming. Then with that, That's probably, first might actually be too common. Yeah. Okay. First names. Oh, so he just took the code out of here. Straight out of here. Find close first names. In name list. Actually, find close name might actually be just about right. But he is treating this as... This is in strings. Get name offset forward. Get name offset backwards. Define start of next name. Yeah, so this is building on Jason's code. Oh, but I don't just want to find the first close name. I want to find a random name with that prefix. So this works for finding before and after us alphabetically. Get around it, use the one with the longest shared prefix. So we want to pick randomly amongst all names with a certain prefix. Which could get very expensive. So this is names. Which is... Okay, not included directly anywhere. What? Okay. In server, we just call find close first name. Okay, so I could sort of do that style of thing. I'd have to update the build script then, which would be initial patch. So to do this efficiently, what we'd want to do is we'd have to do a sort of a double binary search. Well, we'll know the first and last are not matching or matching. We'll have to keep track of like a start point and an end point. And if we had some sort of distance measure, we could kind of do something akin to an assertion sort, or we sort of guess where the breakpoint would probably be and jump around based on that. So probably the easiest place to start would be load up names and just do any old random name, which really is what I wanted. I guess I could have just borrowed ops code. Jumping around until you find something with the right prefix. We'll get there eventually. And for small prefixes, you know, got 1 in 26-ish chance of getting there. A longer prefix would be a problem for that algorithm, I think. Although we know what index we selected. So if we were able to understand ordering, you could use that kind of binary search. Yeah, actually, if you understood direction, you could do a random split instead of a center split. And just keep dividing in the right direction for right where that match would be until you get down to it. Might even be able to use Jason's names with that randomized adjustment instead of pure closest. Or prefix instead of pure closest. So what does it take? And it's been so long since I set up the makefile stuff. We've got the makefile, which you actually configured. There's the dep files, which get made by something. There's really no configure. Target makefile path game source. We've got the main configure in SDL, which has to know target makefile path. Oh, we are in game source. Oh, there's so many files in the build directory in the well, that gets into transitions and stuff. Okay, so we opened that. DD game source, edit, configure. There is none. Right now it's still here. Target makefile path. So what defines what all we need to... Is there like a onelife.dep? Do we just sweep up all objects and compile them into the source? Target makefile path. Game source. Platform. Makefile. Common makefile, makefile minor gems, makefile all. Platform makefile, common makefile, makefile minor gems, makefile all. Makefile path, makefile.all. What generates that? Does anything generate that? Does the compiler generate that? Does it make... How do we know what to stick together? Oh. Makefile list. Shows up in make editor in... Oh, that's right. And then we swap the makefile list to do the editor. Yeah, living life page. So if we wanted to do a names style thing, we would have to do a patch to this file. Okay. So we have names. We would then want to, so that would work to an extent, but it would always find the closest name. At which point, you might as well just type the one letter and let it pick the first one. And let the server pick it. It also needs something for no prefix provided, which I think would be a trivial string match. We could still use the same thing, pick a random index. It's good enough. Otherwise, we just copy... No, we'd be copying server names, so we could modify it. I think. So this becomes, I guess I actually have to work on it out here, because we're going to want it out where we can easily pop it off later. STG series. Oh, right. We're in 1 life plus. We think we're done with the diff. So STG push custom get ignore to okay, so we're up there. So this would be new name completion. And I could actually work on the completion part first with just some dummy string. And then worry about getting actual name lists. So we've got curse assist. I guess we just call this name assist. Completion for new character names. So that would build on name completion. So this gets a little bit more complicated. That's our trailing name match, but we also want to... Wait, I know I did something with curse. Name detection. I guess that could catch you out. So this we'll do. So for now, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to stick with single strings, and we're just going to do I am and you are. So that looks like it's one less. You are is a bit longer. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that will right now attempt to complete off of known player names. Oh, hey, how about you compile the program and take out the replay file? So we need to compile. No. Compile the program. Take out the replay file. Nope, didn't need to make, I need to run. The board seems to be gone here. So first we have to actually have a name to complete. Okay, so it's not picking that up as a naming phrase. Oh, nope, because I'm doing the wrong letter. Okay, so it can complete from a letter. Oh. I thought that... Okay, yeah, because for cursing, I was making it pick a letter. For naming, I might want to see if I can loosen that up. Okay, so we can detect those basic phrases. We're going to have to go back and test them again to see what kind of naming phrase we're in. So what's our flow? Cur name index. Oh, so this is if we have a current exact match. Yeah, so it's going to matter very much what kind of prefix we have. And then we'll probably have a name completion. But we'll kind of have first name completion, last name completion, known player name completion, or something. And trailing name match is going to have a list of player names, which right now is a known names. Ooh. That means we would have to be able to do a full name match to see if we were already picked something we wanted to pick again, which is the full search. Well, that would just be an exact prefix match, I think. We can't substitute this for that. So name completion is going to have... No, the helpers should be defined beforehand. Oh, and name completion was in there because it needed member data for... Oh, for fade erased characters, which needs to get all this member data. So it fades erased characters. We get our name. We do this stuff. And we're going to have to be within there to call it. So name detection, name matching. We're just using our original prefix, original text. Cur text, cur name index. So what do we need to get out of here? Got our cur text, cur name index, name text, new index, new indexed, name text. Yeah, I need like several variables that have to get used, which means it all has to be members to get to all this stuff. We could do it inline for now. We'll see how that goes. Trailing name match. So yeah, we're going to start out here. We actually kind of need to do naming type detection, which is going to look an awful lot like this. So if it's a curse, it's going to, This is almost more of an enum. Maybe we just pull this out. Because really, we just want our initial 2. I mean, we can find a way to abstract it once we understand what we're doing. So really we need these and then our else case. Although we still have to track what we're doing. No, last name. This should probably be, and I guess I could do a little enum here. Or maybe I just do the code in here. So then, but we're gonna kind of be setting up stuff. So the trailing name match is looking in here. Maybe we don't worry about that right now. So then we need to do this for that case. Cur text, original completion length. Original completion length. It's not yet run set, so capture partial name for matching. Cur name index can probably be something. So that's common. try to find the thing that's left. So that still works. And the name matching is where it's going to change again. Trailing name match is going to change. So this would become or maybe we actually do it by the index that gets set. Do that, do that, do that. That's shared. And I really rather make the, well, it's like I kind of hate adding stuff to the classes because it's a patch. But we need access to these member functions to do some of this stuff. These probably should maybe just be different functions that share a bunch of code, or use a bunch of code. Name detection will work. Name matching will not. But we're getting an index, and an index is not going to be something we can just sub in a dummy string for. Oh, actually, name text is... yeah, fine. Index could be an index into the buffer. But that depends on what we're doing. So that's just a const. That's all kind of that case. Oh, we do need name down here, though. Well, I mean, name can be provided in several ways. So that could be done. So that's this case. And this is if we are doing first name then our completion is first. And really it's else. And right now, new index only matters to this block. And we expect to get a name out of this. Except it's just equals now, because we defined it up here. Text length. Oh. So we use that down here. Did we get the length of the safe field? We did not. In string is just cur text. What was that? Oh, no name not used. I am... Oh, yeah. But it does nothing if there's no prefix. That's something to look into. Where does that abort? Prefix is changed. Original completion length. No partial name to work with. Is that what we're reporting? That would have to be right. That might mess me up. Because I was assuming that that was taken care of. Okay, so that's actually not it. Name text. Oh. Has to run named... oh, last word with the previous space. Or just the last space. Name. Exact match, no exact match. Prefix has changed. Cur text, original completion length. Just returns? It's not a continuation. Oh, but there was an exact name match, so we don't know what we're continuing from. Where are we bailing out here? That's guaranteed, that's guaranteed, that's guaranteed. Name. Before exact match. And you, these need the RNs, don't they? Before no partial. You can return I do configure playback standout. Before exact set, before no partial. Oh, apparently it's not RN. Before no partial. Well, that's the one I took out. Something else got it then. I mean, I guess I could actually set up dummy name buffers to test the code for it. Name before exact match. Wait. But we got to you. We didn't get to you. Oh, are booleans not actually... Oh, I said greater than. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning we've got that next character. Which is fine for what I was doing. So then it was defaulting down here. Yeah, because we were failing at this one. It's like, wait a minute, it's not. That shouldn't be possible. Okay, we gotta have the space there. If I allowed it to not be a space, I'd have to check for that and insert it. That gives us the easy stuff. I don't think I need these printfs now. We're on this one, right? And now for the awkward part. We think we can kind of base this on server code. Well, we can see if we can get this to compile, but I'm going to want to get lunch soon. And this is where we also would have to include the name files, either in the patch repo or in the patch itself. So I copied this from so we've currently got those. Well, let's see if we can get it to compile. And I think this is going to end up being different than the base game names. Name makefile list. Doesn't seem in any particular order. Names.dep, no such file or directory. Does that mean you filled it in? Yes, okay. And then, so the base, we could even use the base level functions as a bootstrap. server.cpp. Okay, include names.h. Find close first name. We actually just did include the H. Yep, living life page, CPP. Do we have any other... Is it no names? Typically shouldn't have mixed imports like that. Minor gems, common source. Okay, find close. Oh, but this is where we have to do all the setup. Can we? Okay, free names. We have to like load names, read names, init names. Init names, free names. Living life page delete. You know what? I've already got my no names. Deallocate stream elements. Free names. Oh no, that's reset. This is clear. Oh, did I maybe? Okay. That doesn't work. There's the constructor. Init live triggers. Clear map. And I suppose it's free live triggers. Okay, that compiles. We should have the name lists there currently. Not really calling anything yet. Okay. And then name completion. Find close first name. And it is a const char because it's just a pointer into the buffer. So that will still work. Oh, there's just a find close. That probably requires X parameters. And this is name text. Now, I don't know if that's tolerant of... Oh. Well, you know what? Oh, name detection is probably const as well. Const char in, yeah, because it is, but it's... Well, I guess I don't know what names.cpp is doing. Find close name. Find close first name is passing that as in string. Are you doing anything to in string? You're uppercasing it. Well, no. That's supposed to be a utility function. But he's putting it into a new string, which suggests that it shouldn't care about that. This is probably minor gems, right? String utils. String utils does take a const char. But in order to pass it through here, we're going to have to lie. Let's see, will it accept that lie? It will accept that lie. This is also how you can create nasty crashes in C, but we're reasonably confident in this one. You are... Okay, so my nexting doesn't work. Because I had a very specific name completion strategy there. This is where I have to customize it to get random searches. But it's already sort of useful. You can at least see what it's going to be. And of course, Aban, if it's... So now we actually have to... So that works up to a point. We just have to either add new functions or... I'm not quite... I don't know if I want to reach over into server to do this, then modify server, but... Yeah. So that's something. That is like hooking it up. And we think we're going to be modifying this, so it's almost better to copy it than to mess with stuff we don't really need to mess with. Well, no, we want CPP and we want H. We don't necessarily want other things. Git add game source, make file list. Actually, I think STG will just get those because they're modified. The index is dirty. I guess because I added some and not others. All right, so that's sort of useful if you kind of know what you want to do and you just want to let it see what the server would pick. And then STG series. Okay, that's pretty much what we're going to want to run with later today. Make sure everything's compiled. So yeah, I'm going to take a break and eat lunch, and then I'm going to be back to actually play 1 Hour 1 Life. We're going to try out our patches. We're going to see if we still see frame skips. We're going to maybe see if this fixes up some of the cases where you kind of jump around and reset because of desyncs. Also want to be trying out continuing to pound on the safe field on typing. Curse assist if the situation arises, and see if those are good to ship in the custom client, and if we're seeing any other weird behavior with these. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the people hosting me. What do we got right now? Not a lot of people I know doing 1 Hour 1 Life. So I'm normally doing this in the mornings. And since I've been playing 1 Hour 1 Life on Saturdays, I'm most often coding on it in the mornings. Well, that sounds cool. This I don't have good schedule information on that. So it's possibly is going to be wrapping up for lunch too. But if you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, I copied that when I didn't want to copy that. Jobu is working on a Pomodoro Twitch bot in Elixir. I've actually been kind of working on a Twitch bot recently to try to catch the hosts when I'm not paying attention. I've been doing that in Elm, which I hear Elixir use with Elm a lot. Anyway, if you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, Jobu's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye and until next time. He doesn't support RAID, so we'll just convert that into a host, and yeah. Bye.